Hey guys, it's Dylan, and in the last video you probably saw that I sold my Plymouth after doing a bunch of work to it. I got offered a decent price for it, and it still needed a ton of work to get on the road, and I didn't really feel like doing all the work to it, so yeah, I just decided to sell it, and now I'm on my way to get a new vehicle. And also, I just bought a tow dolly, so we'll see if this will survive the trip down to Maryland. The lights and wiring were all messed up, so I got these magnetic ones from Harbor Freight. I'll probably try to fix the original wiring soon, but just for now I just grabbed some Harbor Freight ones. I got some straps from Harbor Freight to strap the tires down, but apparently it only came with one of them in the package, so I'm gonna have to go back to Harbor Freight on my way down to Maryland to pick up the car and get another strap. And also, when I got the dolly, I had to tow it home on that trailer since this hitch connector thing was broken off on the old one. So he gave me a whole new tongue to put on it, but I figured I'd just throw on the new just the latch itself so that I didn't have to grind this off and weld on a new thing and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna try to tow a vehicle back from Maryland with this Jeep. This will be interesting. And probably by the thumbnail you already pretty much know what I'm getting, but I'm bringing some smaller tires to put on it so that it'll fit on the tow dolly. And I got a envelope filled with cash. So let's go to Maryland. So I made it about a quarter mile down the road before something broke. So yeah, my dad's bringing me a new ratchet strap because apparently this one had a small tear in it already, and yeah, now it's a two-piece ratchet strap. So yeah, I just heard this loud grinding sound all of a sudden, so I pulled over here, and yeah, the strap broke that holds the ramps up. Well, here it is. It's really sketchy to tow because first of all, it's right on the limit of the towing capacity of my Jeep, and second of all, this has a 6.5 inch 3-link long arm lift, and it's got no sway bars and it's sketchy. Yeah, to fit it up on the trailer, or to get the straps around it, I put the 35-inch tires in the trunk of this Jeep, but I'm going to try and move them into the trunk of my Jeep so it's less weight in the back of this and more weight in the back of my Jeep, and hopefully that'll stop the swaying and give me a little more traction going up hills, because if I go like from a stop up a hill, I'll just spin my tires. I can hardly get going. Hopefully that'll help. But yeah, these tires are pretty much brand new. 35-inch tires. What are they? Mud Claw Extreme Mud Terrain. That person apparently didn't know the cut and fold method. It's a 2-door. Manual windows. It's got a full roll cage inside of it. It's a 97, I think. Yeah, full cage. There's this other front tires here. It's got a harness. It's got a visor. I didn't check if it's like a Lund visor or if it's one of the cheap eBay aftermarket ones. I'm gonna try to fill up these tires, my trailer tires a bit more. Put these tires in the back of my Jeep, and it should be better. It's still gonna be kind of sketchy, and I need to redo these straps. I just the way I had the straps originally, they were like just about to fall off, so I pulled over real quick and just wrapped them around the axle just to get me to sheets here. And now I'm gonna figure out a way to get the straps on properly. It's a decent trail rig, but I have no way to get it up to Roush Creek because I don't think I can really tow it with this trailer. It's gonna be way too heavy. This distance to get home is about the same as it would be to get to Roush Creek, and I'm about 5 minutes down the road and that's sketchy, so I don't think I'll be able to make it to Roush Creek unless I get a truck and a trailer. But I think if I swap everything onto a good XJ body. I know there's one XJ that's been sitting in someone's yard for the past 10 years near me, so I might see if they'll sell it. It's almost identical to that one. I'd like to find a two-door, but I don't know if I can find one. But yeah, I'm gonna move the tires into the back of my Jeep, strap it down better, fill up the tires with a little more air, and then try to head home. I don't know if I can make it on the highway or not. I might just have to do back roads. We will see. So I've been at Sheetz for probably over a half hour right now, moving around tires, strapping it down, filling up tires. The trailer tires were pretty much flat, so I filled them up. Well, I filled up that side, still have to do this side. These tires were at like 9 psi, so I think filling them up to like 30 will definitely help the swaying and like the pulling ability. All I have to do is fill up this tire, finish up filling up this tire, taking a test drive down this 50-mile-an-hour road, seeing if it will sway as much as it did. If it doesn't sway, then I'll probably go down the highway and take it at about like 50 or so. If it's still, ooh, gas is really cheap here. I just noticed that. I'll probably fill up too while I'm here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if it still keeps on swaying, then I'm probably gonna take back roads home, which only adds about 20 minutes to the drive. It's usually like an hour and 20 minutes, no, an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. And yeah, it's just over an hour and a half to go home on back roads. But a lot of back roads around this area are like 65 still, 55, so hopefully I can make it home before midnight. I don't even know what time it is right now, but it's starting to get dark, and that's not good. It's the next day, and I was going to go over to my uncle's house and drive the Jeep around a little bit just to kind of see how it drives and everything. But then I looked under here, and apparently it has a broken axle shaft. I do not remember seeing this yesterday, but like, I didn't drive it at all, so I don't know. Yeah, it's leaking power steering fluid. That axle shaft will need replaced. I'll definitely want to get a new track bar because, yeah, that's not good. Oh yeah, and it's got a Ford 8.8 rear end, limited slip, disc brakes. I mean, it's got a locker up front, so technically I could drive it a little bit with a broken U-joint. I mean, it's not really gonna hurt anything. Yeah, maybe I'll just try to drive it around a little bit since I hardly drove this at all yet. And tomorrow I'm probably gonna get to the junkyard and pull an axle shaft or two, or maybe 4, I don't know. And it looks really dumb with the small front tires. But I think that these straps will actually go around the 35s. So I'm gonna, after I drive it around a little bit at my uncle's house, I'm gonna put on the 35s and try to see if it'll work. I think the visor is one of the cheap eBay ones. I don't think it's a Lund visor. Yeah, there's not really any logos or anything on it, and it doesn't fit too well, so it might not even be for a Jeep. If it was in like good shape and it was actually a Lund visor, then I would take it off and repair it and probably put it on that Jeep. So I finally got the Jeep home on my driveway, and I'm gonna do like a complete full overview of it since I kind of just showed you just random little pieces of it here and there. But I need a bigger driveway. I have my Jeep, my trailer, my car dolly, and this Jeep. I can move this Jeep back a bit more once I clean off the back of the driveway there. It's got 35-inch mud tires, 15-inch wheel. Yeah, 15-inch. Pretty sure they're Pro Comp D windows. They have rock rings. The hood has a bunch of holes cut in it, I'm guessing for cooling. It runs perfectly at 210, and the heat works way better than even my Jeep does, or my daily driver Jeep does, so that's nice. It's got this visor. It's not a Lund visor, I think it's a cheap eBay aftermarket one. It has lights, but they're not hooked up. It's got Bilstein shocks, I forget what brand long arm lift, but I said it earlier in the video. It's got 1-ton steering, drop Pitman arm, needs a new track bar, that's terrible. It has front unibody stiffeners, extended steel brake lines, Rusty's, oh yeah, that's what the lift is, Rusty's lift. A steel front bumper with a very much brand new winch on it. It has LED headlights, LED lights in the bumper, which this trim piece is broken off of that one. It's got rock sliders both sides, so when you go over rocks, they don't completely destroy the floor pans. I don't know why there's just a random screw in here. I'm pretty sure this is for the roll cage to connect to. It's got a Spartan locker up front, and on the front axle up here you can see that control arm bracket's broken off, so right now it's pretty much just 3-linked, which I don't know a lot about the geometry of that and everything, if I should just keep it like that, or I might just get a whole truss for the front axle and weld that on and cut off all the old brackets to stiffen it up. Under here, it's got a SYE kit and Adams drive shaft here, and a Ford 8.8 rear end. LED reverse lights. A steel rear bumper. Has a tow hitch on it. Shackles, or shackle brackets. The pictures had shackles on them, but I guess he took them off. I ended up destroying this mirror today. I didn't really film anything at my uncle's house because I wasn't there for very long, and you kind of need 2 hands to drive this thing since the steering kind of just has a mind of its own. So going inside here, it has manual windows, power locks and mirrors still. It's got a full roll cage, and it's got a harness back here for the driver's side. The passenger side still has a seat belt, but it looks like the seat belt's broken on this side, so I guess that's why you put it in. Switches for I don't even know what. I clicked them all and they didn't do anything. I wish that I had an ARB compressor, but I didn't see any anywhere, and the switch doesn't do anything. There's another switch there, I don't know what that's for. Another switch here. None of the switches really did anything. The winch controller is in the glove box there, or the center console there. It has no back seats, and I just threw the tires back there, and my jack too. I figured out that I can fit the 35s on the tow dolly, but it's really close. And yeah, I sort of feel like I overpaid for this, but at the same time, it's worth it for all the parts that it came with. Like, if I were to get like all these parts brand new, they probably would cost like $6,000 or $7,000 at least, which is over double what I paid for the whole Jeep. And the engine, trans, and everything are good, but it leaks power steering fluid, and the transfer case leaks a bit. And yeah, I think that's about it for this video. So subscribe to see more updates on this, and hopefully I'll be bringing it up to Roush Creek soon once I fix the axle shaft, and I'll film a video then. I might be going on New Year's Eve with the same group of people that I went last New Year's Eve, which I have a video of that on my channel, with my old Jeep, which had about a 5-inch lift on 33s. So this should be a lot better. This should be pretty fun. So yeah, subscribe to see more updates on this, and like the video.